7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
And how about that then, eh? That was a kind of a blast from the past. Bit of retro kind of club music mixed in with a little bit of, well, I don't know. I fancied the countdown. Did you like that bit as well? I kind of thought that was quite fun. I did that on into it as well. Not quite the normal music. I kick off with London Eye. I thought, do you know what? This is going to be space, all space. So I thought I'd, just throw something a bit spacey on as well. Anyway, talking of space, of course, what are we building today, Greg? I'm building this. Boom. The Galaxy Explorer, the 2022 version as well. I've seen a couple of reviews on it. It's quite like the 1980s, well, actually 70s. Actually, I think it came out in 78, if memory recalls correctly. And then this is kind of enhanced. This is kind of giving it the old designer 2022 treatment, or maybe 2021 when they were thinking of doing it. But anyway, on that note, we're going to be building in a minute. I've literally just unboxed it. I've been up against it a bit today, with dinner and doing stuff and that around the house and things. So it's been a fun day so far, folks. It really has. I hope you lot have had a terrific weekend. It's all been a bit, I don't know, it was just a little bit low key over here in the UK at the moment, because everyone's got their eyes peeled on the TV, and watching how things are developing with the late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. So it's a strange old time. It really is, especially for my American friends as well. What being 9/11, so it's I can't put it. I'm just not quite as energized as I normally am, and I think that comes. I think everybody kind of feels quite similar, to be honest. But anyway, we've got a little bit of respite for a couple of hours. Craig will be joining us tonight, folks. He's just been caught doing some stuff, so he'll be with us soon. So yeah, but on that note, let's say hello to a few of you lot out there as well. He'll be, he's London Eye for a start. He's mostly meant to be me, myself, and I. We've got Stud Sidious out there. Good to see you, Stud Sidious. We've got the minifig who going, oh man, London Bridge Bricks. The question is like choosing between my cats. Yeah, I know. That's the survey today, folks. What's been your favorite 90th anniversary? I just thought I'd throw it out there because they're so different. One's going to appeal to space fans. The other's going to appeal to castle fans, I guess. So it's a simple survey. Which one's been your favorite? Lion Kings is out there at the moment with 80%. And I'm not surprised by that, to be honest, but both are very good representations of retro sets. They really are. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please do give us a thumbs up, folks. There's two ways of supporting the channel, as always. You can either super chat, and I'll stick your name up there on London Wall, and I'll give you a shout out on Instagram, or of course, if you want to, you can join and become like a kind of a deeper, more immersed part of the LBB family. Who else we got out there as well? We got, I think I saw Mitty out there a second ago. We've got Mitty Bricks as well. Good to see you, mate. Evening all, lurking for a bit. Thank you, mate. I still feel a bit worn out watching Tech so much as well over the weekend. And I know he's okay, so I have sort of touched base with him, make sure he's all right. What else we got there? Hey everyone, how's it going? Steve Weezer, hello mate, good to see you. Hope you've had a top weekend. We've got Brickish out there as well. Hey there, London Bridge Bricks, and everyone in chat. Brickish, it's been nice to see you. But I saw you in text chat the other day and stuff like that, which is lovely to see you. Nice to see you back. Are you back now? Where have you been? What's been going on? We've got Mayo out there saying, did somebody say Mayo? Good to have you here, mate. And we've got Minifig Who saying, hey, Steve. And Brixie saying, hi, Minifig Who as well. So I might as well get straight in with this. I'm just going to send out a tweet, actually. I thought the music was going to be a little bit longer than it was. Saying that, folks, a lot of it comes down to being in the garden and you're doing this to get signal. You really are. But anyway, let's ping something out on the Twitter line. Hey, actually, just out of curiosity, who is out there that's on Twitter? You guys, I do quite a lot of stuff on Twitter, mainly to say kind of little things that I'm up to and bits and pieces and stuff like that. But who out there actually uses Twitter? Just say, I don't know, just put a T in the chat if you do use Twitter. I'm genuinely quite curious as to who does and who doesn't. In all honesty, I really am. So anyway, we got the build cam, the cam, but I thought I called it telescope tonight. I thought I'd go all out space. And you know what? While we're here, let's have some space music on, shall we? Here we go. Let's put that on. How does that sound? Does that seem space enough for you lot? It's quite retro, actually, isn't it, as well? I'm liking that. We've got Minifig Who out there. He's saying he uses it. I don't think anyone else does. I know Craigster who uses it as well. In fact, he's just beamed in now. So if he gives me the thumbs up when he's ready, we will go all out. Pronged attack. But yeah, I'm curious. Mayo uses it as well. Good to see you out there using those. I'm going to have to come up with a couple of new ones, I think, of those ones, folks. The old emojis. I do love the emojis. I really do. So my man's good to go. He's well, anyway, I've already said to him, he's Craig. He was on with me on Friday, which was is it me? This Friday just seemed like it was days and days and days ago. It was ages ago. But anyway, let's get him on. Here he is. Here he is. How you doing, my friend?
Yo, hello. How are you?
All right. I hope you chewed your food. Anyway, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I always figured you'd start this on your own and then I pop in.
No. I was going to do something with you earlier on, and then you said, "Oh no, I was like, okay, I'll just have to do it myself." Then that was it. I was just doing a quick video to put out on Instagram. It was nothing important. It was.
I wasn't even rushing.
Oh,
just like chilled.
Oh, was you? Well, that's good, mate. That's good. I was quite chilled. I don't know what it is though with these Sunday streams. It just seems to come around really, really quick. Like I was all set up like an hour ago, and then I had some dinner as well. I just had a full on. I was going to say English breakfast then, but a full-on Sunday roast, and I'm like, oh, blimey, the shirt's stretching. Now, Craig, something I did spot in when I opened this up, which, by the way, folks, this box has got thumb tabs on it. Very annoying. Did the castle have thumb tabs on it as well? No. See, that's that. I do think that's a bit rotten of Lego to do that. But what they did have in here was a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Right. Saying that we are transitioning from single-use plastic to paper-based packaging. As we progress, you may find a mix of paper and plastic. Mine's all plastic bags, and I'm glad that they are putting stuff in there about that. But I think they could just put that print, really, for what it's worth. Can they not just put it on the packaging? Because that's just another piece of paper, another bit of thing that they're wasting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, if they put it on the box, people would complain it's on the box when they ruin it out.
That's true. Well, even on the side of it or something like that. Because who reads the sides of boxes? I don't.
Or the flip bits of them. Then you wouldn't have to put thumbtacks, would you?
I know. That's the thing. And then you would see it. Wouldn't you?
That's because the castle's got all like different language to all the different faction things inside each section. So.
Oh, that's so good. Actually, do you know what? I've got a picture to put out. I meant to do it earlier on. I put it out on Discord yesterday. But when I was in the Lego store yesterday, which was AFOL Day, folks, by the way, the guy came up to me in the store. He said, we've made up. Well, these are already made knights if you want them. And I looked at them and I was like, oh. So I had a couple of them, of which I got a king as well. I got 2 kings. And 1 or 2 other ones, just 2 different factions from ones that I hadn't got. And Lester was there in the store as well. We were both in there. It was only me and him for like 20 minutes. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't believe I actually even got there on time. And yeah, so I managed to get them. And he was after a load of knights anyway. So I was like, oh, there you go, mate. You got yourself a load of old knights. And he even said to them, like, can I buy them all? And they were like, yeah, we'll make up some more, which I thought was really good of them. So yeah, all in though, I had a pretty good AFOL day yesterday. I can't really say what I got, folks. It's because it's a Christmas present. In all honesty, Craig knows what I got, but it is a Christmas present. So I'm kind of like, I took a picture of it. I've got to forget about it now till December the 25th. So sometime between December the 26th and New Year's, I'm going to be building that. But you'll find out what it is. Near the time. Let's just put it like that, I think. But it's all I would say is it's a set I've ummed and ahed about for ages. Craig actually has it, and a combination of him and Tech, I'd say, and that's probably a massive giveaway.
You might as well just blooming tell him now.
No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to go there. People will be tuned in and go, who's Tech? I've never heard of him. Anyway, we'll find out then, folks. It's because of them I've basically got it ummed and ahed for ages. I really did. What else did I get? I've got the new CMF series, I think. So it's really nose up. I've got a pab jug, and I've got some odd minifigures. I bought a load of those bulldogs. You know those bulldogs that are doing the rounds at the moment on the pad balls. Actually, not even on the pad ball. It's just in the builder minifigure section. So I bought a few of those, and I got from my construction workers for Lagondon. I bought about 10 little toolboxes. So
Toolboxes.
yeah, so it's all kind of like little minds on the city as well. Let's say hello to a few peeps that have popped in as well. We've got Cabbage Face out there. Good to see you, Cabbage.
Get out with your Black Panther boss. You trigger me.
Is he? What's he been doing with the old Black Panther stuff?
No, he's just trying to wind us up. That's what you've got.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I might have. You never know. You never know. You never know. I've got more chance of becoming king than getting that set, in all honesty. Not king of Wakanda, wherever it is he comes from. But anyway, I got the set. I tell you what, though, talking of which, have you seen some of the trailers that have come out of the Disney 23?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look amazing, don't they? I love that Secret Invasion one. And that looks good.
Bit odd, isn't it? I can't see where they're going with it.
Well, I thought they were going like multiverse of madness sort of thing, or multiverse stuff, but Secret Invasion is something quite specific. I thought it'd be like another time or something like that, but who knows? Who knows? I thought what I was kind of expecting the original version of Nick Fury, the white version with him and the patch. I thought, oh, that's different. That's multiverse stuff. And then when I saw Samuel L. Jackson, I was sort of cheered anyway. But then I thought, oh, mate. And then then I saw Director Krennic, and I was like, oh, okay, this is Secret Invasion stuff. So yeah, so it's pretty good.
Director Krennic.
Director Krennic. You know what though? That's the thing, because for some reason I put the subtitles on and it came up Talos. I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Then he just spoke, but it told you, the subtitles tells you who spoke.
Yeah, I was doing that. I had to turn it off.
Yeah, it was cool. We've got Sam out there as well. Is he back home now, Sam?
Yeah, he's back home. Yeah, got back yesterday.
Sam, did you have a good weekend? Was it fun? Did you enjoy being on London Calling, other than the abuse, of course? And Cabbage Face is saying it's a secret.
Did you say hi to Brickish? Because it's nice to see her back.
I know, I saw her. I said, are you back for good now? I haven't seen her for a little while. I know, it was one of the first people I spotted. I was like, blimey, Brickish. And I was thinking, I'm sure that's how she used to spell it. And she's got the Stormtrooper helmet. It's got the British flag background and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, must be her. KO saying Craig's wearing Ninjago. Well, I don't. I'm presuming Craig's building the Galaxy Explorer today, but it could be anything. It's Lego anyway. I'm wearing space, and he's wearing Ninjago. So we're Lego-fied.
I don't have any space t-shirts, but I realised I could go with yellow for I know it's Ninjago, but it's classic yellow spaceman.
I'd go with that.
I can't build my Explorer.
Why's that? Why can't you build your one?
I've got nowhere to put it.
You got nowhere to put it?
But nowhere to put it.
All right. So what are you doing? Are you building, or are you looking after chat? What's going on?
I will look after chat, and I'm messing, but I'm not building really.
Oh, okay. All right. Then that's it. I might as well get going then. I've got the trade. I haven't sorted these out or anything like that, but it's going to be over 2 streams, this one. I probably could do the next part 2, in all honesty, next Sunday. Seeing as we've got a bank holiday on the Monday now, I thought, yeah, why not? Why not just do that? So, yeah, this time next week, folks, I'll be kicking off again. So, anyway, bag 1. Seems to be quite a lot of Technic in this first bag. So, let's get rid of that.
You not pre-built anything?
I've not pre-built a thing. No, I've done nothing. I've been that busy. Yesterday, I was AFOL day, and then by the time I got back, it was off then to a family barbecue. So I was cream crackered, I was. And then I got home, and then I got home just after 8, and then I was watching tech till, well, I think he went on to nearly 10 o'clock, didn't he, in the end?
Yeah, he didn't get his final thing up.
I know, he got his score came up. I was like, oh, I thought it was a bit more than that. And it was funny, man. Yeah. I thought, hold on a minute, who's doing these calculations? So anyway, that was good fun. Really enjoyed that. And has he taken the first one off? Because I was trying to get clips of bits and pieces and stuff like that, of which I got some, but I didn't necessarily get them all. But I was looking for your because you was on there as well, wasn't you? With
yeah, we should have been on the second one though, shouldn't we?
Yeah, you would have been part 2,
yeah,
or maybe part 3 even. Yeah, but part 2, 9 o'clock. What time was you on? 10 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you might.
Yeah, it should have been part 2.
Oh, okay.
Unless he didn't switch him over.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't. I only saw 2 parts, but it was set into 4 sections. I would have thought. But anyway, we'll find it out anyway, because parts of it I need to watch back. But it was fun though. It was fun, and I tell you what, he looked pretty good still after he'd finished, and he didn't go to bed till much later as well, because he was chatting. I was messaging him and stuff. So
I think he'd
really
gone past it though at that point, hasn't he? That's the problem when you go past that horrible zone, you can't then go to sleep.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, there is. But he was in Watford today for the closing of the Lego store there. So hopefully he feels all right.
Today?
It's closing today, I believe. Yeah, today's the last day.
The days to pick to close it.
I know. It is a shame. Anyway, but it's not Lego's fault there, folks. I from what I know, the actual shopping precinct that it's in is kind of not as popular as it used to be. Probably a kind way of putting it. So yeah, that's why that's happening. But everyone I know everybody who works there. I don't personally know them, but I've heard that everyone who does work there, Lego have given them other jobs in other ones. I know someone's gone to HQ, and some of the others have just gone out to the other stores. So I don't believe anyone's lost their job or anything like that. Which is, you need a job this time of your life. You really do, folks, especially to pay for those energy bills. Echo Bricks is out there. Good to see you, Steve. Hope all is well with you. We got Andy Seston out there as well. Brickish is out there. It's lovely seeing her out there, Brickish. I've missed your sense of humour as well. I really have. I thought he'd have hidden Truth or Dare. Oh yes, the Truth or Dare is still out there. Was he dressed as a chicken? I saw like a picture going around.
No, he went out as the crab thing, didn't he? I was asking for crab patties, didn't he?
Oh, and how did that work with him going live? Was that all right? Did he have signal and stuff?
I saw him, I think, when he was singing in the car after.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
It seemed to be working on his phone.
Yeah.
And then I've obviously seen the clip that they clipped off it and stuck it in Discord, didn't they?
Yeah. Brookish says, I've missed all you guys. Yeah, we've missed you as well. We really have. And then Minifiku says he switched over around 8 and then the Brick Bods started for the McDonald's one. Okay, cool. I saw them on it. Okay, cool. Well, let's get a bag open, shall we, folks, and start building something. I'm going to build, actually. First thing I'm going to build is a minifigure, apparently, according to the instructions. And that is, I'm not joking, folks, one of my favourite figures of all time. So I'm just going to silent this because it's going to be a bit of a crackle.
And I am going to say my first ever classic space set was... Well, I wanted the 497 and I didn't get the 497 because I think it was really expensive. I ended up with the 918 Space Transport. If anyone knows that one with the little grey stumpy landing feet. And I've still got the piece. I don't know what I've done with it now. I used it. Scott brought it back from Spain. What's he done with it? I actually had the piece and the print was still really good. Where has it gone? It was in here somewhere. Can't find it. What was your first classic space set?
My one, and we want to know what your ones out there were, folks. I can't remember the name of it. It was the triangular one with the rockets on the front and the 2 bars. It's like a 1x2 with 2 bars on it on the front, and a grey. It was a grey classic space logo. Oh, look at that
Grey one.
Yeah,
that makes it really old.
That's oh yeah, and it was the first lot. It was the first one that came out. It came out with like the Rover. I had that. That was
with
the Rover.
The same type of bar as the front of the Explorer.
Yeah. That was it. That was it. I'm pretty sure that was the one. If I asked, I tell you what, actually, hold on a sec.
Little or big? There was loads of little grey ones. I can't remember which one.
I can tell you exactly which one I got because last month's Blocks magazine did a thing about classic space and where it sort of came from and everything. And they had a picture of the set. I tell you, this is the first set I ever had, folks. And my God, that font is small. It's set 885. 885.
The space scooter. That is small.
Yeah. 885. I don't know if this is going to pick it up.
20 pieces. Wow, in those days, 20 pieces.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any of the grey one. I think I inherited one of. I think it was the mobile ground tracking station. I don't think I actually old enough to get that one, or was it the rocket launcher? Definitely inherited one of them.
Nice. Oh, this is so good. I love it.
I was playing my mind watching Buck Rogers. Do you remember Buck Rogers?
Oh, I do. Well, I remember his female acquaintance in it. She was it Daphne, her name?
Yeah, Daphne. Yeah,
My God, she was beautiful. She really was. I mean, I don't know if she was ever like a model or something like that, but
I think she was. Yeah, I think
I
that's
wish. I mean, I would not be surprised because
why they picked her, wasn't it?
yeah, she was really good actress and everything like that. She played the part fantastically well, but she wore this electric blue outfit, and blue's my favorite color, so maybe that's why it is my favorite color. Who knows? But yeah, it was wonderful.
They were like leotard catsuits.
Yeah, there we go, folks. Look at that.
I used to like Tweaky.
Tweaky, yeah. Nice one, Buck.
Yep.
That was it. That is a classic spaceman, man. He looks amazing. He's one of my favorite minifigures. I literally get all emotional when I look at him. I really do. When I see the other, it literally has an effect on me.
Gaz's was 886.
886. Oh, what was that then?
886. I'm looking.
Oh, go on then. I'll let you look it up. Yeah, so
it's Space Buggy with the tanks at the front. Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh yeah, what was the one with it? Where it had like a sort of control thing at the back? It would almost look like a caravan or something like that.
There was the mobile ground tracking station, and then there was the one with the rocket launcher that had a little.
Let's see the radar. Wait, we got ourselves our first super chat. There we go. Look at this. Look, Redmond. It says, oh, it's actually a super sticker. I love a super sticker. Guys and girls, I said earlier on what happens when you guys give me a super chat. Of course, you get your name up there. I'll give you a big thank you as well on Instagram. But another thing you get is this. I don't know which one to go for, but you know what? I think I'm going to go for this one because I fancy a bit of autopilot.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
That was a very happy autopilot. That really was. So thank you for that, Redmond. I really do appreciate that, my friend. It was wonderful. Let me know if that music's too loud for you lot out there as well, folks. I can turn it down. I can turn it down. It's good. I just thought I could just pick anything that sort of seems remotely spacey sounding. Talking of spacey sounding, we got Food with Bricks out there. There you go, Bricks. It's Jahan. Hope you're good. It's Baz's birthday this week, wasn't it?
It was yesterday, yes.
Ah, Bazza, happy birthday for yesterday, my friend. I think I wished him happy birthday about 2 weeks ago.
He likes a red spaceman as Bezer.
Oh, does he? Yeah, wicked. Oh, actually, I'll let you can control the control of the chat. Oh, what's that?
Did Sam say he had a good weekend? I can't remember if he did.
Did you have a good weekend, Zach? What was it like meeting Craig? Is this the first time you guys had met?
Yeah, in person, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, back home. There we go, yeah, back home. It was great to join you all. Thanks for having me.
Oh, that was nice having him on there, wasn't it? It was a very short and sweet one on Friday for obvious reasons, folks. We were giving tech maximum velocity of views. Right.
We got the Brick Patch here. Hello.
Hey, Brick Patch.
I'm saying yes, I did. My favorite, Andy's saying my favorite set was the blue and white Space Command ship. Not sure the set number. Blue and white one. Oh, I know. I think I know which one you mean.
Blue and white.
Yeah, it's blue and white. I think. I'm looking. Don't do my ordering here. This was around 87-ish. It's one of those ones. I don't know which one was specific. Was the command ship there? So look. Oh, it's jumped about again. Do it by year, Craig.
Are you on? Do you use Brickset when you're looking up all that sort of thing, mate? Yeah, good website, folks. It really is. It's a very cracking website.
Twin Starfire was blue and white. I'm not sure it was that one that you meant there. Aero module, that was another one that was pretty cool. But that was linked with Futron.
Yeah, a lot of people had like Futron. I hear about that quite often.
Yeah, Futron was good. That was kind of like the first. Was it the first goodie one, Futron? That 87? Because there was Blacktron, obviously,
Yeah.
but they were meant to be bad.
Oh, were they? They weren't very good.
They were meant to be bad in 87. Yeah, they were meant to be Futron versus Blacktron.
Yeah, I think Tech asked me a question actually, a sort of spacey related one. I think Mission to Mars Mission was the right answer.
Yes.
I tell you what, right? I'm not joking, right? I already slept the night before on Thursday night because I was genuinely, happily stressed about doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I was quite pleased to get it out of the way, in all honesty. And I got to be honest, I guessed. I found the first one as hard as the last one, in all honesty.
The first one was easy.
I completely like. I was like, I for days I was reading up on the history of Lego. I don't think I got one question on the history of Lego. Oh, well, other than where the factory was. But I just thought I'd just say Mexico for a laugh, just to see who that would trigger.
Oh, Andy, was it? It was Classic Space. Was it the Cosmic Fleet Voyager 6985 with the yellow windows, white little wings that came off it, red, translucent red front blasters? Because that was awesome. That set.
Was it?
Yeah, that was one of the first really big, cool. 86 year was really good because they had that big grey alien moonstock, which was clearly an AT-AT. If you remember, had grey legs, walked on the terrain, had an arm off the back, and I think it had green, translucent green canopies.
Oh, wow.
Moonstock.
Love all that. Hey, Infamous Convicts. Good to see you. Thanks for the pictures as well on Friday.
Yeah, the ads are. I always log in. The ads are horrendous.
Well, it was the hairstyles back then.
Simon saying Future. Yeah, I think it was. I think you're right. I think Futron and Blacktron were the first sub themes of space. See, that was the issue with the tier list yesterday. You've got to understand that there are sub themes and themes. So Classic Space is basically anything before they started naming stuff, but technically everything is Classic Space.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Because the city was getting real. I think they put the city way too low on that tier list because there's stuff in the city line, the sub themes that are really, really good stuff, like the Arctic that they've done over the years, the Coast Guard stuff. Dude. Yeah, there's some really good stuff. You can't lump it with like the rubbish, like fire trucks and police cars, because there's all the like this year. There's been all the farm stuff, hasn't there?
The farm stuff's been brilliant. Yeah. Do you know when I've been into Lego now about 3.5, 4 years. Seriously, 3 years, right? And I when I first got into it, you know what was coming out, what was being phased out was the very orangey Arctic sets. I bought loads of those.
Yeah.
I'm still to this day, I've never built one of them. I'll tell you what, right? Some of those go for a lot of money. Like, I got one with like I think it's a saber-toothed tiger, or maybe it's just a normal tiger. I can't remember, but it's in like a frozen blue cube sort of thing. And I was like, blooming heck! I just randomly saw how much it was going for the other day, and I was just like, I said the other day, probably a few months ago, but I was shocked. I was like, blimey, I got bundles of those.
Yeah, I got a lot of the Arctic. So I think the first round one I got are the Space Dart Barry. They did some really good little sets that were like easy to get and throw together and then play.
I mean, the thing is, right, with these, with this particular set, is that actually, when you go through the years via inflation and stuff like that, I think this set actually works out to be cheaper than the original one.
Yeah, it does.
Which is insane when you think of it.
They were expensive back even, but I think that was the point we tried to make on SAR that time, is that the sets were quite expensive back in the 70s and 80s.
Mm.
It wasn't like easy for everyone, but there were probably more smaller sets and less collectible sets.
I was in as well as being in the Lego store yesterday. The entertainer just happened to be open. I thought, I'll nip in there and see what they got. And I got to be honest with you, right? There was people looking. There was like the Lego section, and opposite that were other block companies, and there were people around them as much as they were around Lego. I was quite surprised.
Yeah, sign of things to come. That.
Well, and these were parents. The kid was there looking, and you know when you're just sort of observing, and you sort of think, "Oh, I wonder what they're going to go for." And it was just something that they liked, and they were looking at it. The parents were looking at it from an educational point of view, which I thought was kind of good and interesting. And then I thought, I tell you what, right? If you want to learn some stuff, get Technics or Mindstorms. Mindstorms is something I've always fancied trying.
Hello to Humble Bricks. Good to see you. I've got Mindstorms.
Have you? Have you ever? What have you done? What have you done with it? If you don't mind me asking.
I built most of them and then faffed around with the code for a bit and then got bored. But I bought it initially so I could do some like either stuff with trains or stuff with the Batcave, so that you could program things to move at different times for shows. But never got around to it.
Okay.
I got Boost when Connor was little and he used to do all the coding on that, so Mindstorms is meant to be a little bit more advanced, but I haven't got the new one. It was the original one that I got. Was it the EV3?
Oh, nice. And I mean, how do you go about coding it? Like, I mean, I don't know how to code. I for some reason I've got this really odd role where I kind of fix coding, but I don't actually code. But how do you code it? Like, how do you input into it and make it do stuff?
It's like block coding, isn't it? You move the little tiles around to do the different things, like scratch stuff.
Can I tell you guys I literally dream about it all the time. I don't know why. Right? Can I tell you one of my favorite retro toys that I had when I was a kid? And you might remember this. It was called, and he programmed it, and it was called Big Tracks. And I loved it. It was a wonderful design of a tank, actually. Cabbage, if you're out there, it was a tank. At least I thought it was a tank anyway. And I had so much fun with that all the time. And all my other toys that I used to have, I used to play around with it. I even used to put He-Man on it and stuff like that. You know, it was just a magical gift to have. But I never used it to anywhere near its potential. Hey, Seymour.
Oh, Galaxy Commander 1983. That is the blue canopies with the white. Yes, that is huge. Do you know what that goes for now? Brand new in box, according to Brickset, obviously linked in with Bricklink.
How much is that? Jeez, man. I mean,
the 1983, it was 443 pieces, 5 minifigs, brand new.
It's got to be way over 1,000. I would have thought.
2,155.
Yeah, I mean, for 1,000, it's probably an opened one, a box or something like that. You know, used.
No, you can pick them up the same there for a couple of £100, but
well, that's not bad. But yes, if you're going to go back that far, you sealed that you want, because you know it could have anything in it otherwise, I suppose. There's a funny old bit of building that I'm doing here. Look at that. Very technically orientated. I think when I get this far in, I'm just sort of thinking, yeah, it looks about right. I was sort of counting the holes. Yeah, looks all right.
Go back up. I've seen the big tracks. I used to have a big tracks as well. That was cool.
Oh man, I love that. The noise though, the laser noise. It used to have like a blue light on the front. Bow, bow.
I wanted the trailer for it. I never got the trailer. You remember when the trailer came out?
The trailer,
didn't it? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's a great idea. I love stuff like that, and I sort of think to myself, "Oh, should I ever go back there?" But I mean, Mindstorms though. So the Mindstorms was never actually like using Notepad or nothing like that. It was proper. Not proper necessarily would be the word, but like graphical coding. You're just basically putting in the path, and it follows those commands.
I think it's got a user interface, so you don't have to know the commands.
Yeah, cool. That is really cool because I know I read that. I watched that program on the Toys That Made Us, which I highly recommend, folks. And they, like Lego, came out of Mindstorms, and they said there was just other better programmers out there doing better things with it, and so they kind of left it a bit open source.
No, I think the original story was, and it might be wrong, but I don't know where I heard this from, that it was hacked and they were going to take them to whatever with it. They were going to take some action against them for whoever hacked it. And whichever son it was, it'll have been, I can't remember which one it was. It might have been the current one. He decided not to, saying that if they'd cracked it, we could utilize it. And he'd been to a show or something where they had hacked it and were doing all these different things with it. And he was just like, no, let's leave it, because they're actually making them buy sets because they can get into it.
Yeah.
So they left it open source.
Good. Now, talking of sauce, actually.
Yeah.
I was in Lyon yesterday, having breakfast in Lyon. Right, lovely breakfast. I will say this: instead of going for a McDonald's and an egg muffin, I had a muffin, and it was egg. I can't remember the meat now. Oh, name me a Spanish meat. The sausage, the Spanish sausage. What's that called?
Like chorizo.
Yeah, chorizo. That's it. Chorizo. 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 That's what I get chorizo if I eat too much chorizo, in all honesty. And they said, what sauces would you like? I said, have you got a brown sauce? They were like, no, we don't do brown sauce. I was like, what are you talking about? You ain't got brown sauce. I mean, have you got tomato? But yeah. I was like, oh, I'll have that then. But I was like, have you got brown sauce? What sort of establishment is this? Look at that. We've got another one. Minark, my good friend. He's saying, pop it in to support and say hi to Greg and Craig.
Hello.
Thank you so much, my friend. And you know what? On that note, detach cable.
Detach cable. Cable detached.
Text never fell down like that.
No. Do you know what, folks? Would you like me to do a super chat of some of the shenanigans that went on in that stream? I'm thinking AT-ATs falling over, chicken impressions.
You want one of them getting slapped? That was great.
Him getting slapped.
Paige slapped him.
Did she?
Yeah.
No, did she? Oh,
yeah.
No, I didn't see that section.
He got the water. She took the water over him. She slapped him. It was hilarious.
I bet she's been wanting to do that for years.
Infamous convict saying, my friend gave me his deep freeze defense. He gave you it. That is the best one of that range. It's the big ship with the twin cockpit. I don't think that qualifies. You see, technically, it doesn't qualify as classic space, but it is now classic space. That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, classic space wasn't called classic space when it came out.
Yeah, it's just called space.
Yeah. I could definitely get into maybe following the space theme, but it just doesn't go with the city. It does and it doesn't. I suppose you could have like could you do like a building and on top of the building put a launch pad on it? That'd be quite good, wouldn't it?
Good.
Let's do that. Let's think about that. It's like space control or something like that. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Do you know, I like that idea. If I made a building or something like that, like a mock, call it space control or some sort of UK name for it.
What was Manta Force?
Mount Force?
No, Manta Force. What was Manta Force? I'm trying to remember it.
I heard of that. I thought it was like DC Comics. That sounds like.
Oh, yeah. I remember Manta Force.
I've definitely heard of something called Manta Force, though.
Crikey, that's a blast from the past.
Guys, is the music okay for you lot out there as well? Does it sound all right to you, Craig?
Yeah, it sounds fine to me. Barry, I should have Zoids. Yeah, I know you had Zoids. I've shown you the Lego Zoids.
Barry, I love Zoids, honestly.
You can get them again now.
Really?
I showed them to Barry and Zabby do them. These like big collectible ones. They're expensive though.
Yeah, but they're collectible. They will be. But folks, if you're ever interested in buying anything from Zabby, do us a favor. I've got an affiliate link down in the description. Please do use it. The codes now are a bit iffy. They don't give us necessary. Zavvi have changed their how can I put it? Their model. They're not going for discounts all the time for people like myself, what they're saying is that they're discounting most things all the time anyway. So that said, that they have sent me a set to build, which I will be building probably with tech in the next 4 weeks, maybe something like that. So watch out for that, folks. And that's all going to be lined up with the new TV series coming out in Andor. I know you said Endor then. I hadn't really thought about that, but they're quite similar sounding, aren't they?
They are.
They are. But I tell you what I have got is a little bit of exciting news, right? Blocks Magazine. So instead of doing a review this month on this month's Blocks Magazine, which is actually really, really cool, folks. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of a competition. I'm going to build a set, and it's going to be the new Andor set. They're going to basically send it to me to build, and then we're going to have a competition at the end of the stream, and it's going to be a giveaway. And I'll probably say to everyone comment on the stream or something like that, and that same set will be given to the winner. So yeah, I'll build the set, and then someone wins one, and Blocks Magazine will send them one. So that's something that's up and coming in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, it's that new one from. There's only one Andor set. Outdoor. It's the little ship. It's a really cool little
overpriced one. Yeah, it's cool, but it's overpriced.
But it's completely overpriced, which is why I think actually it could be potentially quite popular, that one. And of course, it'll be within the hype of Andor as well.
Has that gone cheap yet? That one?
I don't know. Not on Lego.com. It wouldn't have. I don't know where else it is.
Yeah, it depends anywhere else you can get it. In it is the next thing.
Yeah. But yeah, watch out for that, folks. It's I forget the name of the set now. It was something on something. It's I can't believe I forgot the name of it.
I don't think I can get it on there. I wonder if it's exclusive to somebody.
I'll find out the name of it in a sec. Unless you don't mind, Craig.
I'm looking.
Ambush on somewhere it is.
No, I don't want to ask any questions. Break your leg.
Ambush on something. Your family Rick's out there. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Cool artwork, by the way, mate. Love seeing that on tech stream. Very, very cool indeed. Yeah, come on, folks. Give us an idea. What was the name of that set? Ambush. Oh, I saw it there. Ambush on Felix. I had Felix in my head, and I knew that wasn't correct. So
yeah, I was thinking something like it was beginning with F that was worse.
Yeah. But yeah, that's going to be a giveaway soon, folks. So basically, at the end of the stream, I'll probably just say, everybody comment on this stream, and then that week's London Calling, we'll just do the draw then. So it'll be as simple as that. Nice, easy one. I think no one's got to work too hard for it or anything like that. But it'll be a fun one to do. And it's a really cool set because, like I say, it's 20 quid too expensive. And that's being kind.
20 pound.
Right, what we got there? Oh, that's good.
Eric's. Whatever Ferrix is. Stranger Things.
Yeah, I was going to just say to you, I thought this track was Stranger Things when I heard it, and I was like, no, they're using a similar chord, but that bit different that they can't be prosecuted for.
Yeah, three minifigures, 679 pieces, $69.99. But then there's going to be a lot of little messy pieces, aren't they? I think probably you would get away with that if it had a fourth figure.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure about Andor in it as well. Andor doesn't look quite right to me. I think they go of like, does that Andor look much different to the Andor that we got in the Rogue One sets?
Without looking, I don't know. Let's have a look.
Have a look, mate. Have a look. Because I've got quite a few of those Rogue One sets. So I might even do a cheeky build on the Tuesday before. Because that is coming out on the Wednesday. There are like 3 episodes of it are coming out on the Wednesday. So I might actually, on the Tuesday, build like one of the sets. Because again, I bought a load of the sets, and I think I've only built about 1 or 2 of them. Got the U-wing to build. I'm not going to build that in one stream, that's for sure. But I have got that TIE Striker. I've always fancied building that one.
Yeah, I think it's a lot different. It looks slightly better.
You think the new one looks better? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good then. That's good.
There's two variants. One there was on the U-wing and the Battle on Scarif, and I think he's just wearing different clothes.
Yeah, one of them he looked like Han Solo from the Hoth, which I thought.
Yeah, I think he looks better on the new one.
All right, cool, man. That's good. It was only in my mind's eye. I was just thinking, God, it doesn't look quite right. But I think it's because I'm kind of getting into Harry Potter a little bit more these days, and I thought, oh yeah, it looks like that geezer out of Harry Potter. I'll tell you what I did try and get yesterday, the Star Wars Advent Calendar. Couldn't get that for love nor money anywhere. Hey, Red. Don't forget, folks, while you're here, do us a favour, give us a thumbs up, and check out the survey. Let me know what you reckon. There's a lot of love out there for Castle, that's for sure.
I'm not sure how good Andor's going to be.
Really? Now, you're normally, when it comes to TV shows, a bit more upbeat than I am about them.
Yeah, it might be better than the other Star Wars ones, but I'm not sure it's going to be as good as everyone's hyping it to be.
Well, it's got a good director, a good cast.
Yeah, but there's other TV programs that are doing way more with TV than Disney. I mean, I like She-Hulk, but some of the CGI on that is not good.
Oh, yeah, I will say that. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that suit is like a walking suit around it. Yeah, there's
not enough movie production on it, and for a company that's got the resources they've got,
I agree
they seem to hype the trailers up. Like, that's why I'm a bit. Secret Wars is a bit the same, where I'm thinking, is it going to be as good as they're trying to make it out to be?
Yeah, I have to say I do agree with you on that. But I do like the show. I'm genuinely liking the show, though. It's quite a fun sort of show.
Yeah, I like the show. I enjoy. Me and Naomi enjoy watching it.
Have you seen this?
There's not a lot of point to it, but it's good.
No. Well, you say that, you don't know, because I tell you what, right? I mean, a lot of people call it, I mean, I know the show's called She-Hulk, but you could also call it Wong. Do you know what I mean?
That's what.
I mean, Wong is all over this place, but also as well, I suppose we can't really talk about this week's one too much, I suppose. Has it been out not long enough yet to chat about? But
Matt's saying it's double-edged sword. Some of it's good, some of it's atrocious. What, in the graphics or the whole program? So I think the concept in the program, I think, is quite different and interesting. Quite comic booky, but it's not really being like other MCU stuff.
But there is a certain, how can I put it, character that was introduced this week that it will be a very good addition to it. In fact, I'd like to see that character. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'd like to see when he becomes his alter ego, him and something like Daredevil or something like that. That would be awesome, man. Because I love that character. I really, really do. And he was always, a lot of the times in the comics, the early ones in the Defenders. Hold your ears here, folks. If you don't want spoilers, but he used to be good mates with the Hulk. But anyway, that side, phenomenal. I'm glad they've introduced him. I mean, there's a lot of tech in it. Look at this one. Look, there we go. It's like a bloody Star Destroyer. Dum, 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 dum. Concept is good. Execution leaves something to be desired. Red Carney says, not bad price, in my opinion. So Red saying, London Bridge Bricks. I went hunting for the Star Wars Advent calendars today in Costco. They only had the City one, but they did have the Transformers set, Optimus Prime, folks, for 119. So pick that up instead. That's a good point, actually. I mean, what would you rather have? Free Advent calendars or Optimus Prime? I mean, personally, I'd rather have Optimus Prime.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? 100%. It's like a big set. And I do want to get Optimus Prime, but I've never
been a fan of the Advent calendars, to be honest.
I like them for the figures. That's it. That's why I'd buy the Star Wars one. I mean, I could have. When I was in the Lego store yesterday, they had an abundance of Harry Potter ones, but City had gone, and so had Star Wars. Has anyone else been to a Lego store and found that?
They know how to con you to get the figures, don't they?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, I'm going to look online actually and see. Maybe have a look. Actually,
They sell out so fast as well because
Yeah.
people are scalping them. So
It goes like that.
she's saying superhero legal share with trivial sorts of legal cases. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know if that's the point. They're not trying to go down that, and they're trying to make it out that it's a lawyer show when it ain't a lawyer show.
No. If you want to see a good lawyer's show, folks, see the Lincoln Lawyer. Very good.
What's Kevin saying? At least Secret Invasion looks more serious and not stupid comedy action. Yeah, it depends what they're going for, though, innit? And Cabbage didn't enjoy Thor. Have you watched? Did you watch it on
No,
Disney Plus?
I just saw that it is on Disney Plus
Yeah.
now.
It's getting a bad rep for. I don't know why. I quite liked it.
What did you, Cabbage? Tell us what you didn't like about it, but Craig, tell us what you did like about it.
I just thought it was cheesy film TV entertainment. I didn't take it very seriously. I don't think it was intended to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was meant to be a bit light-hearted after Multiverse of Madness, which I've just seen it. I've watched it again for the second time, even knowing the Easter eggs, and I still find it terrible, that film. And it's just the direction. Direction is awful.
Do you think though? Because a lot of people liked it because it was very horror orientated.
Yeah, but it's not a horror. It's not really a horror kind of story, is it? And they turned it into just a Sam Raimi film, and it's like Evil Dead Part 18. It's like, oh, get over yourself. At least when he did Spider-Man, it was a little bit less obvious what he was doing.
Yeah.
It's just there's just something not right about the way they do it. And the more you watch it, the dealing with the Illuminati was just stupid.
Oh, they were dispatched far too easy.
They make Scarlet Witch so strong, too superior that no one really in the right mind at that point can stop her, regardless of who they are. Even Strange with the Darkhold, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's like she shouldn't be able to take out Captain Marvel. I mean, they should end up being at a stalemate. They're that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's statue. We can talk spoilers now, folks. This film's been out ages.
Just leave Captain Marvel out of it then if you don't want the fans to pick up on that kind of battle. Do you know what I mean? She didn't have to be there playing that character. That was all fan service, nods, wasn't it? Oh, look, here's Rambo playing Captain Marvel in the alternate universe. It's like, yeah, it could have been so much better.
Yeah, it was, and still to this day, when I think how Reed Richards got dispatched, it makes me cringe because it's just a pop sound. It was like, oh.
Well, that and he wouldn't have gone. He wouldn't have gone flying to the front with everybody there. He would have worked out that she could have shut Black Bolt's mouth, wouldn't he? Because that's what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have gone. He would have calculated that going in force to the front would have lost him the battle, so he wouldn't have gone. But instead, they all just turned up like they were all going to just kick her ass. It's like, no.
Well, yeah, especially Captain Carter. I thought, oh God, if there's ever a mismatch, this is going to be it. And then when she said, I could do this all day, I'm like, all right, you got about 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's all fan nods again, wasn't it? That's the point.
Yeah.
You're going too far. What's the Cabbage saying? It was a bizarre comedy, 90s action film thing. That's maybe why I liked it. He didn't get it, and then you got the God Killer was meant to be dark. I thought he played it really well, though, and he was dark. They're just, I kind of see what you mean. They've gone the direction with Thor that makes him kind of silly at times.
Yeah, but I see that's what I don't like about the Hulk these days. I want the Hulk from the comics that absolutely destroys everything.
Yeah, that conflict as well, where he was torn between himself. Not now he's all pieced out and. Yeah,
I don't want him pieced out. I want him continuously thinking, oh my God, on edge that he's going to turn into the Hulk. Like, there was always, it was a complete loose cannon. It used to give me anxiety just thinking, oh my God, he could turn any second. Which is what Ed Norton was. That was his Hulk. That's what that was like. But this one is I mean, Mark Ruffalo, he's quite a chilled out sort of character anyway, as a human being. Yeah, I mean, really, like, because I'd like to see Planet Hulk or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that happen.
I think they've gone down a different direction now. That he's more about kids into Marvel films and as many characters as they can than it is about weaving a story like they did for the Infinity Wars.
Yeah. What's the name of Madness? Is
I thought when they did Eternals, they were going to weave it all in, and we were going to sit there and we were going to watch them on and then go back. Now, after watching, and I'm looking at the story for Black Panther 2 and thinking, no, this isn't going to be what I want. It's not going to be as good as the first 10 years. So I'm not going to be disappointed now because I'm just going to treat them as what they are, entertainment. That's it.
Yeah, nothing too sort of meaningful. But this is where DC will pounce and take up that opportunity, you know, because they've got it all wrong so far, or mostly anyway.
They keep hiring the wrong actors that are causing themselves problems.
Black Adam looks very good, though.
Yep, it does look good.
That. Black Adam does look seriously good.
A lot of disagreements on set and stuff and things coming out. And
is there?
Is he going to end up just being The Rock, dressed as, you know what I mean? I'd have gone for a lower sort of recognized actor, a better actor who was not as well recognized to play, which is what Marvel have done a little bit better. Yeah. They've gone for a name to sell it, and I just wonder if it's going to look like The Rock playing The Rock in a black suit.
Yeah. I mean, I think, though, since the incarnation of the MCU, people have wanted The Rock to play Black Adam, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't think it's always.
Black Adam needs to be nasty. Like he is the absolute nemesis of Shazam, aka Captain Marvel, by the way, folks. Or of course Superman, because Black Adam can quite comfortably take on Superman.
Yeah, I don't know. The minifigures The Rock was good in Jungle Cruise, though. Yeah, but he did kind of just play The Rock. Axel asking where you got your shirt from.
I got this. Oh, I made the wrong piece up. I got this shirt from a company called Redbubble, I think it was called. Online, they do loads of shirts like this. I bought it ages ago. Yeah, Redbubble.
Fooling saying Supergram would have swooped and all that. Oh, Supergram was the worst. It was the pits. It's nearly as bad as Mr. Majika.
Stand back, Superman, haystacks.
The stuff we were subjected to that was live action. And do you remember the original Spider-Man with him literally walking on the side of a building, but the building was laid flat?
It was like that.
Yeah.
Up the wall.
And then they pulled him up with a string on it. It was horrendous.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I used to love that show, though, man.
Wonder Woman was probably the best one at the time, I think, maybe.
Oh, again, she is beautiful. Like, absolutely stunning.
Just had the good music there, didn't it?
Well, it was just fun. I even liked the Incredible Hulk back then. I mean, they never seemed to get the wig quite right for him. But I kind of the guy.
It was very dark, though, wasn't it? It was very.
Yeah. Well, the actor that played Bruce Banner or David Banner, he was brilliant there. And when he used to do the eye thing, you know, when he used to that point where he'd gone, he'd go. I used to go, yeah, come on, get in there.
It seems like everybody's copied his style for thumbnails recently.
Yeah, I might start doing them. Like,
but do your eyes yellow Hulk eyes?
Oh yeah.
Can't be saying Banana Man would have all these. Banana Man was good there. Same was Super Ted because they were cartoons.
Yeah.
It's the live action stuff that was rubbish.
Danger Mouse, that was good.
Danger Mouse was good, yeah.
He had a wicked car. He did. David Jason there. That was awesome.
What Matt's saying? Black Adam's such a minor character in DC and has never had a miniseries, more a vehicle for The Rock. Hope it's as good as DC, having been misfiring out there. Yeah, me too. I'm worried as well.
Well, yeah, DC haven't they didn't they sack all their artists?
They did change the whole sort of team behind it all, didn't they? Jeff Johns and Snyder was involved, and then that all went out of the window, didn't it?
Yeah, but aren't they saying now that the Snyder universe might not happen, or they don't want it to happen?
Yeah, I don't think it will happen. I don't think it'll ever happen. What's Barry saying? 1970 Spider-Man was the Dawn. The music was awesome. I watched them on YouTube recently. Teeth strainers for eyes. It wasn't there. It's just the nostalgia kicking in. It was a terrible show. It's like when you try and go back and watch the A-Team and Knight Rider, and you realise how bad they were.
I think Superman still holds up though. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, it's a film though, isn't it? It's not a TV series. There was a lot of money spent on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, that Superman, like Superman 1 and 2 were by Chris Reeve was amazing. The other ones, actually, Superman 3, I actually quite enjoyed that as a completely different direction for that. But then the one he did with Nuclear Man or whatever it was,
yeah, it was ridiculous.
That was so bad. It was like he didn't even look particularly fit in that one, Christopher. He just like lost a load of weight. But anyway, so that's blimey. This is going to be a big set. Actually, I remember
big, yeah.
When I saw it for the first time, I was shocked how big it is. But this is the skeleton of it. It really is. I wasn't expecting all this Technic stuff, but here we go. Maybe I should have watched some more reviews on it or something like that being built. But sometimes the fun just comes from knowing it's a good set and you just want to dive in and get going with it,
Guy's saying, I never realised how camp the A-Team was really. And the other annoying thing is because when you used to watch it every week, it wasn't as obvious. Now because you can binge watch them, like when they used to be on. Remember Bravo when that was running on Sky? I used to watch them every day. You suddenly realise that every time they got locked up, they managed to get locked up with a welder.
Yeah. Like, there's toolboxes around. It's like, what idiot puts them in like a garage full of kit? Yeah,
couldn't shoot anybody from a foot away, but could shoot out a tire from 8 miles with a AK-47, the most inaccurate gun ever. And Barry's saying, I love all the old school shows you point out. I love them, but I think I love them from my memories of watching them. And so I just sort of put it on, watch it a little bit, get that thing, and then think, I'm not watching any more of this because it's going to ruin my childhood. Matt saying, A-Team Knight Rider, exactly. Love these as kids, but can't watch them today. Although the A-Team movie with Bradley Cooper was fun. I quite liked the new A-Team movie. I wish they'd done more. It was a bit cheesy, but I was going to say, Superman 3 was creepy when that woman got assimilated by the computer. It was quite scary.
Yeah, that was. I actually went quite dark because the animation of that, when she went like that, and it was like, she was like there was this part where you thought, oh my God, this is actually really hurting her. And she was like, there was something happened to her voice. I remember that. And then her eyes went ka-ching, and then she came out walking like Frankenstein. I was like, oh, actually, yeah. But it was quite funny though, because there was like that woman that got simulated. They said they was looking at a picture of her. It says, God, is that really what she looks like? She goes, yeah, that's a good picture as well. I was like, oh, we can get away with that today. But yeah, there was some cool parts about it. But yeah, Superman. I mean, that's the thing they do with the superhero films, isn't it? They dumb them down when they have to, which is slightly annoying.
Superman 1 and 2 and that was, I mean, Gene Hackman was Lex Luthor. I mean, Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
I mean, and Marlon Brando was his dad.
And Marlon Brando was his old man. I mean,
remember how much that must have cost to make in the day.
Dude, I think Marlon Brando basically was half the budget of that film.
Yeah.
He was, and he didn't have to do hardly anything. But there was because again that had issues. They sacked the director halfway through that, didn't they? There's 2 versions of Superman 2.
Yeah.
Out there. Yeah, still good film though. Still good film. The story's really good. Yeah, it's really good. And the Batman, to be fair, right, in 1989, the Batman movies.
Yeah, Tim Burton had he brought it back from the 60s, didn't he?
Yeah, that was pretty epic, folks. Wouldn't you agree? The 1989 Batman film. I was like, my God.
I hear you, Red Carnage. I'm not going to read that out because it feels like I'm self-gratification. But yeah, are we looking forward to Wakanda Forever? No, is the short answer. I'm not sure it's going to be as good as the first one. I'm worried.
What's he talking about? What's that?
Wakanda Forever is Black Panther 2.
Who's playing Black Panther?
Yeah, there probably isn't going to be a Black Panther as such in it. Someone might pick up the mantle for a period. I don't think. I don't want to put any spoilers out there, although the Lego sets kind of spoil it. But
Okay.
Mysterious Cities of Gold was pretty good, apart from the bad dubbing on it, because they used to make the
I had a catchy tune at the beginning and intro to that.
Yeah.
I remember.
They used to make the words used to. One of the characters used to speak really fast. And I think it's because they were doing translation of these original language, which I think it was in Spanish. Baz is like, it's like the retro game discussion we had. Yes, it is. I still wouldn't mind going back and playing a retro game. I just couldn't play it continuously because it would show up. It's here.
Yeah.
You can go back and have like an hour on it on something on an Atari. I'd be like, or a NES. I'd be like, woohoo, for a bit of fun. But then that'd be it. Supergirl. That was a terrible movie, Barry.
Nah, but I liked it. I like that one. And do you know what it needed? That film needed Christopher Reeve to be in that.
Oh, she was
But they
good.
just didn't do. She didn't do crossovers. And who was in it? It wasn't Peter O'Toole. It was an English comedian, wasn't it?
Peter Cook.
Peter Cook. That was it. Yeah, Peter Cook.
He was good. She was good. But some of the supporting characters were other ones were terrible in it.
Yeah. Like, there was someone, a witch, and she just managed to muster up this power out of nothing.
So what's he saying? Marlon Brando got paid $1 million for 3 days' work, and even then he was taking the mickey and being difficult. Well, interestingly enough, that would have been a hell of a lot of money as well back in the late 70s for Superman, wasn't it?
Mm. Yes, 79, I think it was.
Yeah. And you think of what that budget for Superman would have been against the budget for Star Wars.
Yeah. And
got Bricklock in the house. Hello.
Hey, Bricklock. Yeah, that budget would have been incredible. I think Apocalypse Now, I think he cost an absolute bomb for that. And he was apparently quite a difficult character to deal with.
That dude from Die Hard, the Kirkhead geezer, was Supergirl's lover. I have no idea what you mean by that, though. It's the way you phrased it, I think. Supergirl cast. If I know what he's on about. This TV series. That's just awful.
This is a bit retro, this music. This is like retro music, bit 80s. I like that.
1984.
84, eh? Blimey, what was happening in 1984?
Peter O'Toole was in it as well.
Oh, he was he?
Yeah, he was Zaltar.
God, I don't know how I remember that.
Again, they had some big stars in it, but it was still terrible.
Yeah, that was a bad film. But he should have had Christopher Reeve in it. Like, he 100% should have been in that. Yeah, so I don't think that does go like that. That goes like that.
I can't think who he means. As he
Oh, it does go like that.
Dude from the Die Hard. Who do you mean? I don't know what it means. We've ended up with superhero talk when we were supposed to be doing sci-fi talk.
I know. It shows how that we know about sci-fi.
I know loads.
All right, let's talk Star Trek.
I was going to go through the sci-fi TV shows, see what you thought about them.
Come in, let's go back.
Right. Have you ever watched the 2005 version of Battlestar Galactica?
Yes, loved it.
That was good.
Very good. That was better than Star Wars at the time, I felt.
There was some really cool twists in that one.
Oh my god! And again, oh my god, the lead actress in that, the Canadian, she was like a blonde bombshell.
You mean Katie Sackhoff?
Yeah. Yeah, she's unfortunate, son. But she was
Bo-Katan.
she was amazing. Like I literally was mesmerized by her. She was so cool, and they took that story in such an amazing direction.
Well, they proper threw it out there, didn't they? Because she played what was historically a male character in the original series.
Yeah.
So the
But it
fans
was-
were like,
but-
man.
But that TV show must have been quite expensive to make because
Yeah, it was.
that had some cracking graphics in it. I mean, there was like they introduced and they copied it in Revenge of the Sith, the sort of slightly sort of wobbly handicap. You know what I mean? The handicam where you see the show, then suddenly you see the ship, and then it zooms in really quick, and then it zooms out, and I love that. Really good effect.
We've seen the Mandalorian trailer for 3 drop, the proper one.
Oh no, I've not seen it yet.
All right, because obviously Bo-Katan's in that a lot, and that's the same actress.
Actually, I might have to get the. But was that? Yeah, you're right. It's the same actress. She was so good in it. She really was. Right, bag 2. This is bag 1, folks. Let me just make this a bit bigger. Will that work if I do that? Oh no, that doesn't work. Let's go back to that one then. Oh, there we go. Let's do that. I quite like this view actually. Let's do this view. So there we go. It's all Technic, essentially.
It's all structure.
It really is. It's pretty good though. But it does give you the impression of how big it's going to be. This would be a nice one to have behind me, actually. I think. So anyway, that's that one, folks. Let's see if we can get that to that. Oh, that ain't it either. Funny. That's the. I went for just showing you that. Look, that's the music kind of artwork that I did for the music. I think it's quite suiting, is it? Quite suits it quite well. Anyway, let's go back to this one. Here we go. Just the 3 of us. Except I'll pop myself up there.
Bass's going for the managing to get a Barnet looking better than it did in season 2.
I thought Barnet looked all right, actually. It was kind of power cut.
Here he is.
Here he is.
Weekend. How are you doing? Have you recovered or not? I want to know if that treacle came out of your backside.
Is that's a euphemism? If ever there was one.
That was the 2 spoonfuls of Tabasco sauce he drank.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
Ooh, those. Nice.
They always come back. Everyone's saying hello to Tech. Did you ever watch another really good sci-fi series that should never have been stopped? Firefly.
Firefly? No, but I have heard a lot of people say good things about
It's
it.
good. It's a shame it's only 1 season. But Firefly was good.
I got one for you. It's a very recent one, and I think it's done 3 seasons so far, and I've not seen it yet. The Orville. Have you seen
Yes,
that?
I've seen all the Orville.
You like it?
I'm up to date with it. For what it is, yes, there are parts of it that are good. There are other parts of it that I'm not sure. I'm kind of like I would give it, out of 100, I'd give it 70.
Okay, that's pretty good. Was the last season? I only know this because I watched a lot of Star Trek stuff. But they're saying like the last season it went in quite a different sort of direction. It actually went less funny, but more.
Yeah, went a bit more serious.
Hmm.
Serious after the results. Sort of what happened in season 2.
Ah, okay.
Whereas season 1, it was a little bit more satirical. Is that the word?
Okay.
Taking Mickey out of Star Trek.
Yeah, but the thing is, since then, Star Trek's got really good with Strange New Worlds, and Picard is looking a bit good for season 3.
Yeah, but I'm glad they're not doing it more.
Well, they've probably already filmed it, I would have thought.
Yeah. What's he saying? The bowels are intact, to be fair, Craig. I'm shocked. Yeah, well, maybe it's going to be a slow burner, that one, then.
Slow burner.
Firefly was awesome. Galaxy Quest was a good film. And the best, it was a good film. It's another one of those ones where you can watch it multiple times and it's still good. Firefly, they cancelled it, didn't they, for whatever reason. and then I don't think it actually got proper airtime. And then they did a film, didn't they, Serenity, which sort of was supposed to tidy it all up. But
Did that not really do that for that?
yeah, it kind of did, but it was you putting what could have been another few seasons into a film, I suppose. So it kind of all the little hints in the series then got sort of jumped to conclusion in the film.
Oh, okay. Well, was Stargate ever like a sort of space sci-fi sort of thing?
Yep. Stargate was brilliant, and spin-offs. Atlantis wasn't as good. It's all right there. It's not as good as the SG-1, but then they did the Stargate Universe, and I quite liked it, and they didn't really let it get going before they dropped it.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of a bit darker version of Stargate. So,
Do you know what I thought was actually always I mean, is this a sci-fi? Tell me, folks, is this sci-fi? Thunderbirds.
yep.
I used to love
Technically,
that.
it is.
I used to love that. Captain Scarlet.
Yep.
That was sci-fi. The Mysterons. Dude, I used to love that. That was quite dark as well, I found. What's that Wipeout music?
Stargate film was better than the series. Yeah, I think they were supposed to be redoing it, aren't they? They're supposed to be redoing the whole Stargate.
I completely heard. Yeah, there's a few people I know where Stargate has started reappearing again on the Lego Ideas site.
Yeah, they're meant to be redoing the films potentially rather than the TV series.
I think that could be a good
Red
TV.
Cardiff didn't like Stargate.
I never watched it ever, but I think Thundercats could be a good TV. No, do you know what? I reckon it'd be a good film.
They were going to make. They went down the line, didn't they, with Hasbro doing obviously Transformers. Then they did G.I. Joe. Then they were going to do Mask, and they were going to do some other films, and they just stopped for some reason. Now I think they should have kept going.
Can I tell you what I think would be a really good film? Like at least a good, I don't know, trio of movies, and that's Ulysses.
Yeah,
Dude, I love that. That Ulysses is just unbelievable. Like, and Zeus in that. I know Zeus in Thor is a bit questionable. I think it is Zeus in Thor, isn't it? The latest one.
So then what's Gaz saying? Robert Carlyle was in it. Yes, it was. Yeah. And Andy Seston saying Quantum Leap. I loved Quantum Leap.
Yeah, Quantum Leap was really good.
And yes, they are redoing it. It's coming back, or they're telling the story after Sam's last leap. There's a lot of conflicting things that it might be his daughter or something that's jumping or something.
Do you know what? Can I talking of time leaping and stuff like that? I know it's a TV series now, but the films I absolutely cried my heart out to it. Was the Time Traveler's Wife? Dude, that is a really good film.
I've not watched the TV series. There's meant to be.
Yeah, no, I don't know if it's out. I just remember seeing that
on Sky. I think I've seen it.
What's this? Look at this.
These little cylinder pieces. They're the ones you get in black as well for the tree in the castle and in the forest hideout set.
Wow,
they're little cool little things.
Yeah, good shout, Andy. Quantum Leap. I like that.
Is it coming out in the 19th of September? Quantum Leap.
Is it?
No, is it? I don't think it was that
September. Oh, there's a lot of things coming out.
I read the wrong thing. He's Quantum Leap going back. And yeah, it's meant to be in the fall. Okay.
Blimey, that's going to be good. But that's the thing. The original actor's still alive, isn't he? He's like he was in Enterprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming
NCIS New Orleans, doesn't he? Or does he still do that one?
But how does he become the Quantum Leaper? He's through a machine, isn't he? He's not cursed or anything like that, is he?
No, he jumps into the accelerator and ends up bouncing around through time because it wasn't ready, and he just couldn't wait to test it. So, and then they think like God or a higher power is jumping him through time.
So is someone chasing him throughout it, or
there is other stuff going on? But no, he literally puts right what once went wrong and then leaps on again.
Because when he leaps in, he becomes that person, doesn't it? Everyone thinks that's that person. Which is a really good idea. I mean, that is a good story, man.
Well, it's based on the string theory, isn't it? Which is time traveling. theory.
Oh.
What's Gaz saying? I knew you'd say fine. The Time Travelers series with Stephen Moffat was the showrunner, as in Doctor Who Stephen Moffat.
Yeah.
Like a fountain of knowledge, you lot. Where else
This
have
is
we gone?
a good way of letting it all out. We don't get to talk about it too often, do we? It was like
What?
when I was in the cinema this week, seeing Star Trek: The Motion Picture, right? This guy I was speaking to goes, "Oh, it's so nice to talk to someone about Star Trek: The Motion Picture. I don't get to talk to anyone about it." I was like, "Oh no, you feel, mate. Don't worry." It was quite good fun.
And 4 hours later, Greg was still talking at him about it.
Yeah, he was like, well, that was the thing. I went in there knowing what was gonna happen when I came out of there, which was,
Yeah, I think Axel, I think you're right. I think it's the same. It was a book first, then they did a film, then they did a TV series. Time Traveler's Wife.
honestly, I was in bits watching that.
Don't spoil it, Gaz.
What's Gaz saying?
Just don't read it. They'll spoil it.
It's been naughty.
They should leave the original Stargate movie alone. It was a good series. I think though the original movie was meant to be a trilogy of Stargate,
Yeah.
if I remember rightly, and they'd written the other 2 films and they didn't, for some reason they either fell out or they weren't going to make it, and then after a while they took their idea and ran it as the TV series. But I think what they've done is greenlit them, because it's Roland Emmerich in it, and is it Dean somebody, and they're going to do the full original 3 films of what they plan to do. So I would kind of hope that they would do it justice now. We have Steve in the house, and he is saying what is the most fantastic space sci-fi show ever, The Expanse.
Yeah. I've watched one episode of that, and I thought at the time, it looked really good. I've just not had the time to ever go back to it and revisit it.
Hey, Brandon. Hello.
Hey, Brick Guy, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
Yeah, you need to watch it. It's proper space, proper what it would be like to go into space, combat.
Is it grungy
everything.
and yeah,
Kind of, but there are just like the actual space battles are just totally awesome. It's like proper naval warfare in space.
Oh, love it.
It's so good.
Do you know what? They're coming out, and that was on that night. So when Star Trek: The Motion Picture finished, the next film to come on after that was a brand new 4K version of Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan.
Yeah,
and
that's my favorite.
That is, folks, don't watch the new version of that. Watch the original one. I mean, the new version is practically the same. They've just mirrored it.
Yeah. Not as good.
Nowhere near as good. The original version, oh my God. I was in bits at the end of that. Yeah, brilliant film. And done on like a tenth of the budget of the first one.
Oh no, Simon's given up on Doctor. You can't give up on that. You just got to keep going. It's an institution. Just got to push through it. Push on through, Simon. Just push on through. Sliders, yeah, that was a good show. I quite like Sliders.
Sliders, yeah, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, I think Expanse is probably my top, above Star Trek, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. It's just better acted, better story.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot.
That was another one they cancelled, you know. They cancelled it, and then Amazon picked it up.
Well, Bezos,
yeah, you've missed the book, Rogers, Westy. We were talking about that earlier. Sorry.
Oh, I tell you what, right? You know, was Buck Rogers ever like a serious thing, or was that? Because that was a time. Yeah, it was a bit, wasn't it? It was basically Captain America, but but he went even further forward in space, didn't he?
Go watch it back now. You'll cringe.
Oh God, yeah. Well, the guy that played, Rogers. I mean, did he ever do anything after that or before it even?
I think he did a lot of American TV, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
He's quite a big name, wasn't he? What's Gaz saying? Fun fact: with Wrath of Khan, Khan's second in command isn't credited in the original titles. Wow. And do we know why?
Wrath of Khan was so good. I mean, the money they spent on those sets. Oh, I tell you what, they are thinking of doing now, though. But it's not going to be. It's going to be a podcast. But people wanted it to be a TV series. They wanted to do a Star Trek series on Khan when he got dropped off by Kirk, and those years in between that and the Rathacon.
What did I do? Yeah, we did talk about Buck. What's a Buck?
Well, there's a can I just say as well, and please, someone please look this up, because I used to think they were brilliant, but Buck Rogers, their spaceships were brilliant.
Oh yeah, I had a diecast McCorgy one.
Yes, I did, a white one,
Yeah,
and it had like a flicky white
and the wings
blue
would pop
bit.
out. Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
and I'll tell you a fun thing about that. If you remember, it didn't come with a pilot, but the canopy lifted up, so you could put something in it.
Yeah.
And the little silver figures that came with the Zoids fit in it perfectly. So I used to put my little Zoids figures in my Buck Rogers ship and fly it around.
Well, I tell you who I used to put in it, right, was my Battlestar Galactica Viper pilot.
Yeah, that would have been the same size.
That was basically his breakdown. If he had issues with his main starfighter, he used to jump into that.
They were great ships. What were they called?
Yeah, that seriously good design. Like Viper, you got the Viper, you got the X-wing, and you've got that ship from Buck Rogers. But to this day, I never known what they were called because I never really thought about looking. But
Oh, so cool. Do you know what they look a bit like? The Ghost.
do they?
Yeah. Someone's built one using Ghost pieces on Rebrickable.
Because I remember it
Look
went
a bit
down,
like it.
and it had like jets out the sides. It was a really good, like super swishable. It was a really, really good spaceship design or starfighter design.
Thunder Fighter, is that what they were called?
Thunder Fighter.
Okay, you get collectibles and all sorts. Should have done this kind of weapon.
Yeah, man. They were good corgis, and that was a proper that was like sharp edges and everything. It was a whole lot of it was made of.
Oh, that Rebrickable is good.
Is it?
Mm.
I know. Brick Vault. They did back in the day.
Yeah, Thunder Fighter.
They did a Viper, UCS Viper. Oh my god, that was like about 8,000 pieces. That was.
The Hawk ships, they were in Buck Rogers as well. Were they the baddies?
Well, the Hawk guy. Well, he was like a rogue, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he turned good in the end. But he was basically just a big geezer wearing some hawk feathers on his head.
Basically, they couldn't fly. Yeah, Google says Thunder Fighter. Basically, they couldn't fly without the computer doing it. And Buck, because he was from the 20th century, he could fly it without. So he started retraining him, didn't he? It was a great concept.
But Buck Rogers had some serious parts to it. It was like this class system, wasn't there? Like there was it was like a nuclear fallout outside of where he lived, wasn't it?
Yeah, so he would hang out in there because it was more. They had retro stuff, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh man, I mean there were some deep parts in that. I mean, I don't know how many series
they should remake it. It was cool.
I tell you what, right? That would do quite well today, I reckon. Someone somewhere must be thinking about that.
Axel saying Buck Rogers spaceships were reused models from the original Battlestar Galactica. That doesn't surprise me. That is clever.
Oh yeah.
That did a spoof. I remember that.
Buck Rogers. I mean, it's a great name, innit? Anyway.
Buck Rogers, yeah.
Holy Miloney. This thing's actually got, I didn't realise this, landing gear.
It does have landing gear, yes.
But these are the landing gear parts. This is the
They're
landing
gear. Mario things, aren't they?
Yeah. I've still got Mario's brother over there. I've still never opened it. It was going for 20 quid, I think.
Someone else mentioned this earlier, but Babylon 5. Did you ever watch Babylon 5?
No, but I watched bits of it.
Very good.
It wasn't, though.
It was.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. I remember people. Do you know what I could just never get into? And I think it was around the same sort of time. And that was Deep Space Nine. But apparently, the last couple of seasons of that are meant to be terrific. Like some of the best Star Trek.
After 4, I think when Worf came, it got better.
Yeah.
But yeah, Babylon 5 was awesome. The ending of the first one set it all right off.
Did it? Oh, I might have to watch that. Oh,
and if you're really old, you remember Blake 7 on a Saturday on BBC.
Blake 7, yeah, I remember that. Again, the spaceship in that was incredibly
good. Was good, but the program was horrendous.
But yeah, I tell you what, dude, that's got a lot of cult following. And I've got
Oh,
another
it
one
has.
for you. I've got another one for you. What about this? Right? And this was a very strange TV show, especially when you look into the history of it. Space 1999.
Oh yeah.
Dude, the
Odd.
season 1 was nothing like season 2. It was weird. There's programs out on YouTube, folks, about Space 1999, and I'm not joking. Season 1 was basically, I think, bought was made by the Brits, and in season 2 it was like the Americans bought it, and they piled loads of money into it. But there was like half the actors weren't there anymore, and yeah, I don't know. It's one of those ones that. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm amazed, Craig, that sometimes films and TV series even get made, but with the politics that goes into it, the crap the director has to put up with is unbelievable.
So when I said Blake 7, I wanted to know who's going to be the oldest one in chat that would remember the name of the ship. And Simon's the Liberator.
Oh, that don't surprise me. I've met Simon. He's older than me.
The Liberator. That was the thing. Looked like a load of washing up liquid bottles had been put together.
It did. It was free. It was 3 bottles and a football at the front of it.
Yeah.
But I had that in die cast as well.
Farscape. Yeah, that was a good one. I think BBC Two ran that over here. Farscape.
Yeah, I remember the name. Didn't watch it.
It was a good one. The actor from that went on to be in Stargate, didn't he? Took over from the lead actor in Stargate series because he got promoted, didn't he? And was only in it. The guy was originally MacGyver.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah, he was Colonel O'Neill in Stargate, and then the guy who was the actor in Farscape, they brought him in when Farscape, and the female actor that was in Farscape, they brought her in. They must have been made by a similar company because they seemed to bring people that were in Farscape into Stargate. The guy's saying Ben Browder, yeah, there was. Arian.
I mean, there's been some good shows out there. I'd love to see
loads.
like a compilation of them or something like that. I mean,
There's
there was always
loads.
Doctor Who, wasn't there? Was there? I mean, Torchwood. I actually quite like Torchwood. I watched all of those.
Yeah, it was kind of meant to be like a Doctor Who for adults, wasn't it? Really, a little bit late night thingy. Yeah,
It was fabulous.
yeah.
But I liked it. I mean, Torchwood. To make Torchwood out of Doctor Who. I mean, that is actually quite a cool word.
I'm still confused about Captain Jack's storyline there. That's the thing.
Well, he's meant to be that big head in the end.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
But I
keeps
mean, that's a
popping up.
story. Yeah, it's a story for another time, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
that's when we sit on Discord with Gaz and he explains it all to us.
yeah, actually, I need to do a member stream soon. I do need to do one of those. But it's been a funny old month. It's holidays and that. But I can see. I was thinking of doing one next Saturday, and but I honestly, I'm not joking. I haven't seen my mum for three months because she's been in America for like 5 weeks, and then I was then I've had holiday and stuff like that, and so I thought, yeah, I've got to see my mum. So I'll be doing that, but it will be a member stream soon, folks. I promise.
Westy said a battered Eagle intercept from space 1999. It's a strange show.
What was that? The Eagle? Oh, in
Eagle,
99. Yeah,
yeah.
but that was a utility ship. That wasn't even like a starfighter or anything like that. That was a utility ship, that one.
They do still make Torchwood. Do they?
What? It's a podcast or something? Because I know. Do you know what? When I was in HMV yesterday, actually, HMV is really good for looking at old retro stuff. And I bought a new. I should have bought it down here. Actually, I could have showed you it. I bought another Black Series figure it was 23 quid. Their prices haven't gone up, and it was the fifth brother, the Inquisitor. And I tell you what, it looks really like his face is. It's in. It's like, oh my God, really impressive. Like detail is second to none with those things. But I kind of buy one of those every couple of months or so.
Yeah, I can't get into that rabbit hole.
Oh, dude, honestly, it is a rabbit hole. But it's one of those things you sort of look at. And quite often you sometimes get quite a good deal on them. But I saw the Boba Fett one on there, like literally sort of with his armor was all beaten up and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, I still don't fancy that.
Barry keeps talking to me about Hornby trains, and I keep looking. I've got to resist.
No, I've got no interest in Hornby trains. I really like it. Like, don't get me wrong, and I could easily get back into that because I've got a collection of them and track.
Yeah.
I've got like miles of track, which is half the battle with those. Ooh,
You're doing £250 hush hush streamliners that are fully detailed, and you're like, oh, look how pretty that looks.
Yeah. What's how much is a steam train these days or anything like that?
Depends what it is.
Oh, does it?
Hey, TY.
Because I was watching something the other day, and this was a recent advert from Hornby, because I get it come up in my Instagram, because I do follow him on that, Baz. And Smokey Joe is still one of their best-selling sets, and I've got like a 30-year-old one.
Baz has just got one.
Has he? Oh,
Yeah.
they're really cool. But I've got I don't know if they're any different, Barry. But anyway.
Don't get him going. He'll start going on full details of it.
Yeah.
They do Hogwarts Express with track and controller, and it's like really detailed for, is it about 170 quid, something like that?
170 quid. But that's
Two garages.
Right? I tell you what, right? I'm just throwing it out there, right, folks? But do you know what? For 270 quid, I think I'd personally rather have that as a display than the Lego set.
That's what I said.
Because that is a model. That is a proper model of it.
And you've just saved yourself a few £100. That's the build experience. So.
Yeah.
Or we said we'd buy 3 of the £65 Hogwarts and make a really decent Hogwarts.
I 100% am. I was contemplating getting that this month, actually. I am going to buy another one for my Hogwarts Express, because then I get another carriage in it, and potentially we might be able to do it 8 wide. I don't know if that really works out. I'm not too sure, but that's where I need Craig to tell me if that ever would work or not. For things like that.
Wesley, do you think Thunderbirds is well known enough outside the UK to be ever made into Lego sets? No. I don't think it is. Which is why I made my own.
Well, the cartoon wasn't bad, to be fair, that they came out with.
Yeah, it didn't get as well received, did it? I think as they thought it was going to. I think a lot of the classics just didn't like the fact that it was animated.
Yeah, but you sometimes got to move with the times and still appreciate that. The ships were exactly the same, to be fair.
So I'm saying it was more like 200 quid. I think that was with an add-on there. The Hogwarts, that is. Don't correct me like a teacher, crikey. Another carriage and extend the tender. Yeah, the tender's too short on that one.
Oh, is it? Now, that'd be handy, because then you could motorise it, because that's where the engine goes in that, isn't it? The motor, I should say. All right, well, I'm definitely going to do it, and I'll have it up there as a display piece, and then motorise it and put it in there. So my father-in-law was down here a couple of weeks ago. I actually videoed it, and all they wanted, I've never had I had 10 people in here, folks. We had a big family do, and all the blokes wanted to come down and go, oh, show us your cabin, show us your Lego, and all this sort of stuff, because they'd never seen it. They just sort of see me doing this sort of stuff. So anyway, so never had so many people in here. I tell you, I sweep it out afterwards and everything. But anyway, the main thing, people loved all the sets and stuff like that. They loved the Batmobile. They loved the castle stuff and all this sort of thing. Got the forest castle over there, or castle in the forest. The thing that everybody absolutely dwelled on and loved and played around with, the train set. They absolutely loved the train set. Gem's dad, right? Honestly, he was like a little kid. He absolutely loved it with the lights coming on. This was the most recent set, and just going around. He was smashing up the carriages. I was thinking, oh my god, blimey, what's he doing? But anyway, he enjoyed himself, so that was the main thing. But they were mesmerised, folks, and I was like, yeah, definitely trains is a cool way to go. It really is. But yeah, I do need to make some meals plates. But I've been buying absolutely loads of pab stuff. I got a load of yesterday when I was down there. trying to think what the small stuff was I got. I can't remember, but anyway, I got loads. I sent Craig a picture of it actually. I got loads of 1x6 sand green in there, and yeah, it was nice.
You shoved it in that time, didn't you?
Bloody well, I did. Yeah, well, I had loads of time. It was like things you do at 8:30 in the morning. There was no one around. It was lovely, and then went for breakfast after that, and then did a little bit of extra shopping, and that was it really, and got home. And then literally, I'm not joking, I was out. I got home, didn't get changed, and just went out again. So it's been quite a busy weekend actually. I think that's why I didn't do any pre-building on this. Plus, as well, folks, this is going to be a two-part stream. Part 2 will be next Sunday. So we're just about to finish this bag off today. I'll do a couple more bags in the week, and then next Sunday, and I'll film it as well, folks. You will see it. You will see it all being constructed. Oh, look at this! Look, I'm putting in the two. I love it. The 2 steering wheels.
What's that? What was TY asking Barry? Was it about the castle? Oh yeah, you got the new lights. Yes, he's got it. Waiting for double VIP.
There's going to be
I bet a few bought yesterday on Airfall there.
Oh, dude, I'm not joking. Loads of people bought the castles yesterday.
Yeah.
But when I was in there, and the set that I got, I was. I think they had like 5 of those they got in there on the Friday night. Sorry, not Friday. On the Thursday, they only had 1 in there, and that's why I wanted to make a point of getting this quite early. But then when I phoned them up the next day, i.e. Friday, about 7 o'clock, folks, literally half hour before I started the live stream, they said they had 5 come in stock. So I was like, oh, okay, I can chill out a bit. But because there just wasn't any traffic on the motorway yesterday, I got there in like 25 minutes. So I was like, wow, never done it that quick before. So I got that, and I got the CMF series, which I might just build that soon. Actually, I might just build them, but not do them on a live stream. Though I do quite enjoy doing those on a live stream. I'll tier them then and do like a live tier.
Live tier.
Yeah.
Do a proper tier.
Yeah.
Bricklock asking, do you think Lego will do a limited run sets to justify some of these sets to justify their cost? Bricklink sets are less risky since they sell out in one day. What do you think?
So what sort of sets? Just these ones, like 90th anniversary ones. Is that what you mean?
More Bricklink designer?
Oh, okay. I think Bricklink designer ones are okay. I mean, they're not. I don't think they're overpriced or anything like that. They just use a lot of parts. I mean, God, I was only thinking today. I've got to start saving up and stuff like Studgate.
Yeah, you've got a load coming.
I know. Like, I think I spent like £1,000, and I think they're due to come in January. Those aren't they?
I think it's early next year. I don't know if it's January.
Oh, okay. Well, handy if it's not, but I do need to start putting some.
I figured they'd come around March time when everything else was coming out, just to really throw salt in the wound.
But I mean, I was thinking at the time of selling the retro bowling alley. Got it behind me. But to be honest, I'm just going to keep it, and I'll just shift the stuff around in the city. I'll just move stuff out. If I'm doing them on Mills plates, I could just take something out and put it in there. Do you know what I mean? It's just maneuver it around.
Monarch and TY are going back and forth around CDs and old record cassettes and stuff like that.
I was looking at records yesterday. I'll tell you what, folks, right after the stream, I'll pop some stuff out on stories, and then I'll do one tonight and I'll do one tomorrow. Some like retro, not retro stuff, just records. I love looking through records and looking at the artwork and stuff. And I always look at the Peter Gabriel stuff, and I was checking out some other bits and pieces. They brought out the vinyl to the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy set, like it's a record sleeve, but it's in like a giant cassette, which looks really good. So I'll throw some of those pictures out there, folks.
Steve's still waiting for his Bricklink designer bowling alley. It seems to be slow at getting them to other parts of.
They always seem to get them to the UK. Okay.
Yeah. Where I think Don't think they will. This is why the Bricklink design program got set up. Yes. The sets are over $300. Seem to be releasing sets at a high price point faster than ever. Yes, they are. They're proper cashing in on people's income while they can. Because the FOMO is real.
Yeah, I tell you what though, Craig, I honestly think, and I'm going to be really curious how Lego react to it, but I honestly think Lego will struggle to hit $1 billion profit this year. And I'm curious as to how they'll react to that.
I'm not so sure. I think people still buy stuff.
I don't know, man. I think it'll go. I think it's going to plummet. I'm just taking a ballpoint, guess, to be honest. But I think it will be close to $1 billion. I'm not sure if they'll get over the $1 billion. Not sure. I mean, I want them to do well. Blimey, I don't want them to go out of business. But I tell you what, right? This is the thing. So I've been reading up on a lot of history of Lego the last week, because that's what I thought Tech was going to be asking me loads of questions on. And oh my God, I'm amazed Lego is still here even today. I mean, early 2000s, my God, they were losing money left, right, and centre.
Yeah, with that blooming Jack Stone.
Yeah. Jack Stone and Star Wars didn't make them, was not like it saved them. Don't get me wrong, it helped save them, but it was years before. It was like, I don't know what the year exactly was, but they were like 8 years losing money every year.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Do you think back then in those days, Lego people that were into hobbies like trains and stuff like that were more into Lego? Because I remember going to a shop called BT's. Does anyone remember BT's? It was one in Romford. I used to go there. That's where I used to buy my Lima, my Hornby. Lego would be there. Remote control cars, RC cars, like the Grasshopper, the Hornet. Remember those, folks? By Tamiya. That's what I'm amazed I never got back into, actually. Don't know why I never got back into that.
Simon Bionicle saved Lego runs away. It kind of did, yes, it did.
100% it did, but it was good for that time, but it has not stood the test of time.
Yeah, it stopped them from having to accept Mattel buying them.
God, yeah.
What's Axel saying? London Bridge Bricks, do any of you have classic space sets? So I do. I had the grey and blue ship that I asked Dad for the Explorer, and he didn't get me that one. He came home with the small one, which I can never remember. The 918 Space Transport, which I've still got a piece from now. And did you have the Space Scooter?
Yeah, I had the Space Scooter. Yeah.
Yep. I wanted the Space Cruiser as well, which was the mid-sized one, wasn't it?
Yeah. I must have got one of the big ones, like one of the mid-sized ones, or the one of those, because I always had that amber canopy.
Yeah, that's where I got mine. Mine was from 918 because the one canopy and the little translucent plate part that went with it, and the blue badge. It was like 1979, so I must have got it. It must have been around for a fair while, or it must have still been in toy shops, because I would have only been 3. And the value new for that space transport in box is £534, and it had 86 pieces. That just tells you it all.
Wow.
So yeah,
incredible. Good fun though. I quite enjoyed looking back on stuff. Hey, Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
Trevor, don't forget to let me know if you ever get a caterer in.
Caterer.
I'm always just going to keep reminding him because one day I do want one.
Yes, there are 155 sets over $100, but only 100 between 75 and 100. Yes, like I said, if they did little battle packs, like even now, if they did little boxes of classic spacemen with a little robot in, they would sell like hotcakes. They could put them at 25, 30 quid, and they would sell. Same with the Black Falcons. Instead of buying them off the pick a brick, if they put 3 Black Vulcans or 2 Black Vulcans and 2 Lion Knights and a Forestman in a box with a little armory set and put it on the shelves at 30 quid, they would sell loads of them.
Yeah.
And there's no design work in any of that. All they'd have to do is prep a box.
Why don't they do it though, dude? Why
I don't
they do
know. As a company, I just think they're losing the plot at times because that's just a quick win, isn't it? You don't have to spend any production costs. You've already got the figures in your catalogs. That's why they used to do it back in the day, because they didn't have as many factories.
Yeah, it was like an easy win, wasn't it? I suppose.
Yeah, it's like ever selling out of them snow troopers that time. They should never have sold out of those. They should have just been able to have literally thousands and thousands ready for when the AT-AT came out. Trying to catch up. Simon saying Bankel taught them that licensing was not the only way to make money. They could create their own stories. Yeah, it was a good story though, Bionicle. I did not like Bionicles. Yeah, in terms of to play with, they were all right building a couple of times, and obviously we got some really good parts from Bionicle. We cannot deny some of the stuff we got from Bionicle, like Bionicle eyes for they're very useful. But the story itself was really, really clever. That story they came up with.
Yeah, and it was, like video games helped them and stuff like that as well.
Yeah,
Harry Potter. I mean, Harry Potter came out in 2001. Star Wars came out in 1999, but it was still 5 or so years before they actually made some sort of profit.
Everyone's saying hello to Trevor. Trevor's saying hi back. Axel saying, how much do you like the Artemis Space sets? I do like them when they're discounted. I think they're really good. Just too expensive. It was Argos that was running the Moonbase, wasn't it? A massive discount one day, wasn't it? Right before the 1st September, I think.
What was that? So
Argos, the Moonbase, Artemis Moonbase, the new city theme, sub-themed one. I think.
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah.
They'd like 40 quid off it, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah. Yeah, they were doing. That was a very good price. I haven't got any of the new space stuff because the thing is, I need to focus on the city itself on the ground and then worry about it. I did buy back in the day though, lots of the underwater stuff. You know, the yellow submarine stuff and all that lot.
Yeah,
I bought a load of them because I thought I'd go there. But now I'm definitely thinking, no, I need to do some sort of building or do something whereby I get maybe some sort of space control center or something like that.
Yeah. Not that I think you've got room in the city, but yeah.
Yeah, I could do so. I could put it up on one of the shelves and pretend it's still part of it or something like that. And the only way you can get to it is by using a transporter room or something like that.
Oh, monorail.
Or monorail, yeah, that would be good. If I did monorail, do you know, I think monorail is the only thing I would ever do whereby I'd use third-party stuff for that. I don't think I'd ever.
Probably the only way to get it.
Yeah.
Everyone else seems to buy up monorail pretty quick.
Yeah, it doesn't last.
We've got Snap to Grid Bricks is in the house. Hello.
Hey, Joey. Nice to
The
see
best
you, my friend.
thing about the old sets is that even the 100 pieces sets had alternative builds on the back of the boxes. They did.
They always did, yeah.
The boxes with the flip-up lids, cool. The boxes with alternative builds on, even though I never ever built them. It was nice to see them.
It was actually. It was always nice to do that. Oh, there we go. So far, so good. I've just got a few more bricks to lay. I'm loving all this. I tell you, it's one of my favourite colours in Lego. Trans red.
Trans red. I think I bought a load of them.
Love it.
Not this year, love, but other year. I did look.
Yeah, love it. Very nice. One of my favourite colours in Lego.
Trans red. Yeah, there's some nice canopies in that. There's one on the Batman.
I had the ultimate Batmobile, I think it was called. I think I had the ultimate Batmobile or something or other.
Yeah, that one is up there. That's yellow. This is off the cargo bat thing from the.
Oh yeah, look at that! Amazing. Looks great, doesn't it?
Hey,
cool. Trevor, go on, mate. I was only going to say, Trevor, if there's, I'll tell you another set I would quite fancy, especially as I'm kind of getting in the sense of building this, is that Benny's spaceship. That's a set I missed.
I've got that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I definitely would like that.
It's not as good as that one, but it's good. It's a good set.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the Space Polices, wasn't it? That was blue with the red canopies.
Yeah. I love the
Surprised.
stuff.
I'm surprised Barry's not asked Trevor if he's got any pre-loved castle.
I'm sure he has. He sold. I saw he sold the other because I was thinking, oh, should I get in touch with him just see how much that's going for? Because again, can put it in the city. That is the Ghostbusters building.
Yeah, I know who sort of did a deal with or sold their version to Trevor, who then quickly sold on very quickly.
Blimey, he did he? Blimey, he went real quick. Like the day he advertised it, the day he sold it, I think it was.
It was in one door and out the other.
Yeah.
It was Trevor saying he's got a pre-loved one. Pre-loved spaceship or...
Yeah, drop me a message, Trevor. Drop me a message.
And Ricky TY saying that looks way bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, it is huge.
We'll put it this way, right? That's my arm, and that's it there. So it's pretty good. The span on this is excellent.
Yeah, we worked out the original Galaxy Explorer would have been $135 if it was released today, adjusting for inflation, and that had 338 pieces.
Oh, cool. There we go. I was just wondering where these two pieces go.
And if you want a brand new in box one, you need to pay a good couple of grand.
Benny's. Oh, okay. I might get. Let me know how much that's going for, Trev. I'll maybe I'll drop you a message after this tonight.
And even a used one will cost you $232. Don't need two people. You can buy the new one for $89.99. Even
What's
less
that?
if you get it on.
What's
The
that one you're talking
Explorer.
about? For what, the original one?
The original, yeah.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't buy the original one because this is better.
Yeah, this is way better.
That said, I absolutely adore the original one. Which, by the way, folks, if you go to Leicester Square, they've actually got it there in their museum section. Which I was, again, in the week when I went up there, I was reading it. I was reading all the bits and pieces on there, but didn't get asked any questions on it. Anyway, I was quite. Do you know what? I was quite happy how well I did on that. I really was. I took it really seriously. The night before, I was all anxious because I could hardly sleep because it was like doing an exam.
Crikey, Andy sold his Ghostbusters house to Trevor. Now I know how Trevor got into the community.
So that's one I would like. I would still like that because I've got the Ghostbusters Ecto 1.
Yeah, if you're a Ghostbusters fan, it's a good set.
Anyway, let's make this a little bit bigger, shall we? Let's see if we can get it. See if I get it right. Let's do it something like this. No, like that. No, like this. Oh, that's the one. There we go. I'll get there in the end, folks. Just got to flick through it. That's all. But there we go. Did you like the music tonight, folks? Was it a little bit spacey? I think it went quite nicely with the theme, don't you think, Brickstage Pass?
Yes.
Well, there we go, folks. This is it. This is bags 1 and 2. Which actually, I think I've done all right building them 2 bags. They're quite big bags. We've got the ramp at the back, which looks really cool, like that. Or if it was Star Trek, it'd be like that, I suppose. We've got a couple of steering wheels in there as well. The landing gear, loving the landing gear, folks. I could not. I was just wondering where it was going with the rods and everything like that. But I don't know. They just feel really nice. Just the right amount of clutch on those. Lovely stuff. Really is. There we go. But yeah, getting them down nice and easy. Just flick down like that. But it's all kind of, because of the pins, the Technic pins and stuff like that, it feels nice and kind of, I don't know, the resistance is just right on it. But as they say, folks, when it comes to something like classic space, resistance is futile. You know what I mean? But yeah, there we have it, folks. That is bags 1 and 2. And of course, with the ship, we got this, I don't know what it is. Some people call it a robot. Some people might call it a coffee machine from the 1970s.
It's a robot.
Oh, it's a robot. Okay, it's not a coffee machine, it's a robot. But he's cool. And this is, without shadow of a doubt, folks, one of my favorite ever minifigures. So much so, right? I got this chap of him here as well, like a little version of him. There we go. Hello. And there we go. That's his little brother. How about that? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Hello. So anyway, folks, if you enjoyed this, do us a favour. Give the stream a big fat thumbs up. Give it some anti-gravity thumbs up or something like that. Let's have a look at that survey. I'll tell you what, folks, we'll close the survey off in just a tick. But first of all, let's ask our good friend Craig. Which, by the way, Craig, I know you're wearing a Ninjago top, but I have to say the yellow goes perfectly with my green top. It really does.
Yeah,
looks very good. It's a good touch, my friend. You got anything coming up this week? Are you up to anything? I know you're going to be on with me Friday. But have you got anything else you might be doing later on this week or anything like that?
no, I'm still building. I've just about finished this monstrosity.
Oh, let's have a look.
I've done the top battlements, so I've only got some bits to do now.
Yup, blimey, that's big. I mean, that's bigger than the castle in the forest. That is, dude.
Yeah, it's bigger than the Lion's Castle, to be fair. And then,
oh my god,
this is the bit I'm happy with, as it worked out. So it can open up into the throne room.
yeah, nice. That is a nice touch, dude.
Yeah.
I've been asking him to send me pictures, folks, and he has been, and I've loved watching everything. Look at the leaded glass there.
Yeah,
Look just through it. You just see the light coming through it. That,
Fair
folks, is a geezer with Lego skills. It really is. Are you happy with it? The way it's going so far?
yeah, pretty happy. It's pretty much how I imagined it.
Wicked, man. Yeah,
It's almost got like a bit of a Castle Grayskull feel.
Yeah, and he's saying, "Holy cow, that is beefy." I know. And the Lego set looks really nice as well, doesn't it?
Hey.
Trevor Baker is saying that is sweet, Craig. It really is. And Ty saying that looks epic, Craigster. It really does, doesn't it? It's awesome. It really is. Great work, dude. It really is. You have got super skills. You really do have. Do you know what? Let's get rid. Oh, I'll put myself into full screen here. Let's pop that like that. That's cool. I like that. And Trevor said just done it. I think he just sent me a message. Who else we got out there? We've got Simon as well saying, "Oh, I wonder if they did a robot like that in classic space." I think they probably did, my friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's close off this survey. Let's just bring that up. Please do check out Craig's details. You should find them down in the description below. I'm pretty sure they're there. If they're not, they'll be there in a few minutes, folks. And while you're down there, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up. We've got 48 thumbs up at the moment. Come on, 2 more people. Let's get to that 50. And if there's anyone out there watching this back, do us a favor, give us a thumbs up too. So basically, there's no right or wrong answer about this, folks. I just asked the question, what's been your favorite 90th anniversary Lego set? And do you know what? Even though the cost of it is literally 3, maybe even 4 times as expensive, the Lion Knight's Castle came out with 66%. So that is pretty good going, Lego. And you know what? I might even treat myself to a Lion's, what's it called? Lion Knight's Castle itself. Yeah. So, you know, there's always that sort of thing that I might do. That said, Craig, I've got to be honest, when I was in the Lego store yesterday, the what's they call it, the lighthouse, I thought that looked amazing as well.
Yeah, the lighthouse does look nice.
It is a nice set, and you know what, that would actually be quite a nice one to build through December. So I might have to put a survey out just asking people they'd like me to build for December, because I was thinking Diagon Alley would be really nice. But equally, that lighthouse is, you know, do you know what I mean? There's something quite nice about doing that.
See if it appears. I'm going to definitely wear it. That's definitely going to appear at another retailer. I just think it's worth getting, but
yeah, I think that's got John Lewis written all over it personally. That one, I think it'd be a nice one to get. But I saw it yesterday, folks, and it does look really good. The rocks, the cottage, that it's a brilliant Lego idea set, and I'd recommend anyone getting it. But anyway, folks, on that note, I just want to say thank you to all you lovely peeps for tuning in tonight. The London Predator Angler says Lighthouse is a must, waiting on a sale. Good idea. Mother Brick. Hey, Mother Brick. How the devil are you? It's lovely meeting you, by the way, in Dublin. You made it super extra special for me. You really did. We got, said, I asked Santa for a lighthouse. Yeah, I was very lucky. Santa got me my Prezi over the weekend, so I've just got to wait about 4 months for it now. But that's cool. I can completely forget about it now. Echo Bricks has been out there. Steve, lovely to see you tonight. Andy Seston, Castle is just too expensive. It is, but it is worth the money as well. So
you do get a lot for the money.
Yeah, and do you know what? I reckon, right? If you like Castle and you don't mind saving up your pennies because, like you say, it's a lot of money, then that is a good set to get. It depends, right? If you're really into space stuff and Star Wars, then I think it would seem more expensive. But for the money, he's definitely getting South London sweet. I don't know what Trevor's saying that for, but he's saying South London is sweet. It's quite a sweet place, actually, to be honest. And Bricklock was saying, "Holy cow, that is beefy." That's referring, of course, to your castle model. Have you got? Sorry, dude. Have you actually got a name for that castle? Are you going to call it anything in particular?
I don't know yet until I get it in situ.
Okay, all right, cool, man. I'm thinking
it's going next to where there's going to be docks and up on a rock face. See what it looks like.
Wow. Okay. Steve Weezer says, I have a 9-volt train in my layout and we'll be adding classic monorail later. Steve, do you know what? So I do this stream on a Friday, London Calling, and I do a section of it for photographs and pictures that people send in. Please, by all means, send me in some train pictures later on in the week, my friend. I'd love to see that. I really would. But anyway, folks, look, lovely to see you all out there tonight. It's been wonderful spending some of my Sunday evening with you. Been lovely having you here as well, Craig. You, sir, are a gentleman and, of course, a Bricks scholar as well. And on that note, folks, stay safe, look after yourself, stay in good spirits if you can, folks. The life of Our Majesty Queen Elizabeth II should certainly be celebrated now, more than anything, of course. But anyway, stay calm, look after yourself, keep building, and Lego is a wonderful thing. And you know what? Each and every one of you wonderful people out there are too. Take care, everybody. Good night. And I'll see you very, very soon.
Good night, Gary. Bye, Trevor. Bye, everyone.
Nice one, Buck.
Bye, Sam. Love you, Greg. Love you, Craig.